Listen to me right now. There is a woman in your life who laughs at your jokes, texts you late at night, trusts you with her fears, and has never once seen you as a man she could desire. And that truth should make your chest feel tight, because it means you've been standing inches away from something powerful and never knew how to reach for it. Most men think attraction starts with lines, looks, or luck. They think desire is something you either have or you don't. That if she sees you as just a friend, the door is closed forever. But that's a lie, a comfortable lie, a lie that keeps you small. I'm going to tell you something no one ever told you. Women don't fall for men because of what they say. They fall for how a man makes them feel about themselves in his presence. And right now with her, you are safe, predictable, emotionally convenient. You are the man she vents to, not the man she imagines touching her. And I know that hurts because you've been kind, you've listened. You've been there, you've done everything right, and still she looks past you when someone confident walks into the room. That's not bad luck, that's psychology. See, attraction isn't built on comfort alone. Comfort creates friendship. Attraction needs tension. It needs uncertainty. It needs emotional elevation. And you've removed all of that by being available, agreeable, and harmless. You've taught her without words that you don't see yourself as a man she could lose. So, she never fears losing you, and if she doesn't fear losing you, she can't desire you. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Women don't get turned on by need. They get turned on by presence, by grounded energy, by a man who isn't trying to impress because he knows who he is. Right now, when you talk to her, your energy says, "Please like me." Even if you never say it out loud, she feels it. And women are experts at feeling what men hide. She knows you're emotionally leaning toward her. She knows she has power over your mood. She knows you'll still be there even if she gives you nothing. And that knowledge kills attraction. Not because she's cruel, because desire cannot grow where there is no risk. So, when I say 3 minutes, I'm not talking about tricks. I'm talking about 3 minutes of shifting how she experiences you. 3 minutes of stepping out of the emotional basement you've been living in. 3 minutes of becoming unfamiliar. Because the moment she sees you differently, everything changes. Not by begging, not by confessing, not by pouring your heart out, but by controlling your emotional presence, by learning when to pull back, when to lead, when to stop explaining yourself, when to let silence work for you. Right now you are over-explaining, over-available, over-invested, and she feels that. In the next moments of this journey, I'm going to show you how to reverse that without hurting her, without losing her, without becoming someone fake. You won't manipulate her, you'll awaken something she's already been suppressing. But first you need to accept this truth. She doesn't need more of you. She needs a different version of you, and that version is closer than you think. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time she had to earn your attention? Not when you replied instantly, not when you dropped everything to listen, not when you stayed up late being her emotional support. I mean, when was the last time she felt slightly unsure where she stood with you? For most men in your position, the answer is never. You've made yourself emotionally predictable. She knows exactly what version of you she's going to get every time. A supportive, available, gentle, safe, and safety without mystery is the fastest way to become invisible. Here's what women rarely say out loud. They want to feel chosen, not accommodated. They want to feel like your attention is valuable, not guaranteed. Like it's something they could lose if they stop showing up with energy. Right now, she never has to compete for you, so her subconscious puts you in the always there category. And once you're there, it's hard to feel desire. Desire lives in uncertainty. Not chaos, not games, uncertainty, the feeling of weight. Does he see me the same way I see him? That question creates emotional electricity, and you've removed it. You've been trying to prove you're good enough. Strong men never prove. They demonstrate, they live full lives, they have standards, they don't orbit, they don't linger, they don't wait for replies like their heartbeat depends on it. And when they speak, it matters. So, here is the first shift. You stop being instantly available, not in a cold way, in a grounded way. You start replying when you're actually free. You stop extending conversations that have no direction. You let moments end naturally. You allow space, and space is where attraction breathes. When she sends you a long emotional message, you don't respond with 5 paragraphs. You respond with clarity, with calm, with strength. You show her you care without drowning her in it. Because drowning feels heavy, and attraction hates heaviness. Next, you change your tone. Right now, you speak to her like a brother, like a therapist, like a loyal assistant. You need to speak like a man who is comfortable in his masculinity, not crude, not arrogant, centered, slow, direct. When she tells you a story, you don't just validate. You tease lightly, you challenge gently, you smile in your voice. You let her feel your presence, not your dependence. Here's something powerful. The moment you stop trying to keep her, she starts trying to keep you. Because women are wired to invest where there is emotional value. And value is created through boundaries, not through sacrifice. You've been sacrificing your self-respect in the name of kindness. And she's felt it. She just didn't know how to tell you. Now, let me tell you the secret. Most men never learn. Attraction is not built by adding more. It's built by removing what weakens you. Neediness, overthinking, over-explaining, over-giving. Strip those away, and what remains is presence, and presence is intoxicating. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to create a moment with her that changes her emotional memory of you in minutes. Not with words, with energy, with timing, with restraint. And once that moment happens, she will never see you the same way again. Now listen closely, because this is where everything shifts. Most men think attraction is something you talk into existence. It's not. It's something you create in silence, in timing, in the spaces between words. There is a moment, small, almost invisible, where a woman subconsciously decides whether she feels something more with you. And that moment is emotional contrast. Right now, every interaction with you feels the same. Comfortable, warm, predictable. That's why her nervous system is relaxed around you. And relaxed doesn't mean excited. Excitement lives in variation, in unexpected depth, in subtle leadership. So here's how you create it. The next time you're with her, whether in person, on a call, or even through voice notes, you shift the emotional tone. You don't entertain, you don't perform, you become grounded. You slow down, you listen more than you speak, and when you do speak, you choose your words. Imagine this: she's talking about her day, complaining, venting, emotional. Old you. You reassure, you agree, you comfort. New you. You listen, you pause, and then you say something real. Something like, "Come here, you're stronger than you think." You just forget sometimes. Not dramatic, not rehearsed, sincere, calm, delivered slowly. That sentence does more than 1,000 compliments, because it positions you as emotional leadership. Women are deeply attracted to men who regulate their emotional space, who don't get lost in her storm, who stand steady inside it. Now here's the part that changes everything. Eye contact, presence, stillness. If you're in person, stop fidgeting, stop checking your phone, stop looking around. When she speaks, look at her fully, comfortably, without rushing to respond. Let silence exist. Silence makes people feel, and when she feels something with you, attraction grows. If you're not in person, the same rule applies. Don't rush replies. Don't over-explain. Let moments breathe. A confident pause is louder than 10 messages. Next, controlled vulnerability. Most men either hide everything or overshare. Both kill attraction. What works is selective depth. You share something meaningful without begging for sympathy. For example, I used to care too much what people thought. Took me years to stop shrinking myself. Say it once, then move on. Don't elaborate. Don't seek validation. She'll feel the weight of it. Because strength with softness is rare, and rare is attractive. Now let's talk about physical energy, not touching, not flirting energy. How you sit, how you stand, how you move. Slow down. Take space. Be comfortable occupying a room. Men who apologize with their body never feel attractive. Men who are relaxed in their skin do, and she notices always. Here's something most guys never realize. Women fall in love with how they feel when they are around you. Not with your resume, not with your loyalty, with their emotional state. So ask yourself, when she leaves you, does she feel lighter, stronger, calmer, more alive, or just understood? Understanding is good. Transformation is better. You are learning to become a place of emotional elevation, not a safe parking spot. And once she feels that shift, she starts associating you with desire without knowing why. In the next part, I'll show you how to plant a thought in her mind that keeps replaying when you're not there. And that's where attraction becomes obsession. This is where most men fail, not because they're weak, because they get impatient. The moment she starts responding faster, the moment she laughs more, the moment she leans in emotionally, they rush, they confess, they push, they expose everything, and they destroy the tension they just created. Attraction is like fire. Too little, it dies. Too much, it burns out. Your job is to control the flame. Now listen carefully. Once you've shifted your energy, once she feels something different with you, you introduce emotional suggestion, not manipulation. Suggestion, you plant ideas without forcing outcomes. Here's how. One day in the middle of a normal conversation, you say something like, it's interesting with you. Conversations never feel shallow, it's rare. Then you stop. You don't explain. You don't praise more. You let it land. Her mind will finish the sentence for you. She'll think, so, he feels something different too. That's how attraction grows in her head, not in your mouth. Another example, you're laughing together. Energy is good. You say, be honest. You know we'd be dangerous if we ever teamed up, right? Smile. Change the subject. That line does 3 things. It implies chemistry. It implies possibility. It implies restraint. Restraint is magnetic because it shows control. And women trust men who can control themselves. Now here's the part that takes discipline. You must not chase her reaction. If she blushes, don't comment. If she gets quiet, don't rescue. If she smiles, don't capitalize. Let her process. Processing is where desire grows. Most men interrupt that process with need. They say, did that sound weird? I didn't mean it like that. Just joking. And kill everything. Never apologize for confidence. Never explain attraction. You allow it to exist silently. Now let's talk about withdrawal. This is not ghosting. This is self-respect. After a strong moment, you slightly reduce availability. Not dramatically, just enough. You take longer to reply. You initiate a little less. You stay warm, but not clingy. Why? Because the human mind obsesses over what it almost has, not what it fully owns. She starts thinking, why do I miss talking to him today? Why am I checking my phone? Why do I feel different? Congratulations, you're in her thoughts without begging, without confessing, without pressure. That's power. Now understand this. If she asks what changed, you don't give a speech. You say something simple. I've just been focused on my life lately. Feels good. That sentence tells her you have direction. You have self-worth. You're not orbiting her. And women are drawn to men who are going somewhere, not men who are waiting. One more secret. Never make her your emotional center. She must feel like an addition to your life, not the foundation. The moment she feels responsible for your happiness, attraction collapses because desire needs freedom, not obligation. You are learning to be emotionally independent, and independence is seductive. In the next part, I'll show you how to recognize the moment she's emotionally ready and how to move forward without risking the friendship. That moment is subtle. Miss it and you stay stuck. Read it correctly and everything changes. Now we arrive at the moment most men misread. The moment where attraction is already alive but fragile, where one wrong move can send you back to just a friend forever. So listen carefully. When a woman begins to see you differently, she doesn't announce it. She reveals it in patterns, small changes, quiet signals, emotional leaks. She starts asking more personal questions, not out of politeness, out of curiosity. She remembers small details about you. She brings up moments you shared. She initiates conversations without a reason. She finds excuses to be near you. She mirrors your tone. She becomes slightly protective of your attention. She notices when you're quieter. She asks, are you okay? More often, these are not coincidences. These are emotional investments, and when you see them, you don't panic. You don't rush. You don't celebrate internally and then sabotage yourself. You stay calm because calm is attractive. Now here is the critical move. You create a contained, honest moment, not a confession, not a speech, a moment. It sounds like this. One day when the energy is good, when she's relaxed, and when you're laughing, you look at her for half a second longer than usual, you smile slightly and you say, I like the way I feel when I'm with you. Then you stop. No explanation, no pressure, no expectation. That sentence is powerful. It's emotional, not needy. It speaks truth without demanding a response. It opens a door without pushing her through it. If she feels the same, she'll step closer emotionally. She'll soften. She'll say something meaningful. She'll stay in the moment. If she's unsure, she might get quiet. She might joke. She might deflect. And that's okay, because you don't chase, you respect her emotional pace, and that respect builds even more attraction. Most men ruin everything right here. They follow with, do you like me too? I've liked you for so long, I just had to tell you, and suddenly you're asking for permission to be desired. Never do that. Desire is felt, not negotiated. Now understand this. If she doesn't immediately respond romantically, it doesn't mean you failed. It means the seed is planted, and seeds grow in silence. You continue being grounded, you continue having boundaries, you continue living your life, and she continues feeling you. Because once a woman associates you with emotional safety and attraction, it doesn't disappear. It deepens. Here's another truth. Some women need time to reframe you, to shift you from friend to potential partner in their mind. That takes emotional consistency, not pressure, not ultimatums. Consistency. You show up as the same centered man, not a wounded one, not a resentful one, not a desperate one, and over time her perception changes. Now let me be clear. If she repeatedly shows zero interest, no curiosity, no investment, no emotional response, you walk away with dignity, not bitterness, not anger, not drama, because self-respect is more attractive than any relationship. And the man who can walk away never loses, he grows. In the final part, I'm going to tie everything together and show you the mindset that separates men who are desired from men who are tolerated. And then I'll ask you a question that might change how you see yourself forever. This is where everything comes together, not as tactics, not as tricks, but as identity, because the men who are desired are not doing something different. They are being someone different. They are not trying to win women. They are building a life that women want to be part of. And that difference changes everything. Let me tell you the truth. No one says out loud, the reason you got stuck in the friend zone was never because you were too nice. It was because you were too afraid to value yourself. You put her on a pedestal, you made her approval your emotional currency, you measured your worth by her reactions, and slowly, quietly, you taught her how to see you as secondary, as safe, as optional. But here's the beautiful part. You can rewrite that story starting now. A grounded man wakes up every day with purpose. He trains his body, he sharpens his mind, he protects his time, he invests in his future. He doesn't beg for attention, he attracts it. He doesn't cling to people, he chooses them, and when he walks into a woman's life, he adds energy, not pressure, not confusion, not emotional weight, energy. Women feel that immediately, they relax around him, they open up, they become curious because his presence feels like possibility, not obligation. And that is seductive at the deepest level. Understand this, your job is not to convince her to want you, your job is to become the kind of man who doesn't need convincing. A man who respects himself, a man who speaks with intention, a man who listens deeply, a man who walks away when something doesn't align, a man who stays when it does. When you live like that, you don't turn on a female friend in 3 minutes. You become the man she slowly realizes she's been falling for. And that realization is powerful because it feels like her choice, not your push. Now, I want you to answer this honestly. No lying, no pretending, just truth. If she met you today with your habits, your confidence, your boundaries, your mindset, your direction, would she see you as a man she could desire or a man she could rely on? Write your answer in the comments. I read them and I respond. If this message hit something inside you, if it made you think differently, if it challenged you, then like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with one friend who needs to hear this. Because becoming that man starts with one decision, and that decision is yours, right?